Hello and top of the afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day and maybe opening a curtain. I don't know, I guess that did help a little bit. I thought I'd wear a tank top and pretend like it's summer and that I'm hot and sweaty. And actually, I'm kind of warm because I have to dress in a lot of layers. Look, I can't begin to tell you, first of all, how dirty I am. I'm going to have to take a shower. I got to break down and just get in there and do it. I can't begin to tell you the journey to Ears Acres, what it was like today, but I shall try to begin to tell you. Well, we had a snow event. Yesterday was good, like we had a somewhat of a thaw, and of course, it can't just thaw, it has to rain also, instead of just doing nothing, but warming up and letting nature take its course without an additional layer of treachery. So we knew we were going to get this event like through the night, and lo and behold, it happened. So it's that snow that is extremely slippery and dangerous to the max. So today was my deadline day for the paper. I told my boss at the paper, I said, it's going to take me probably an hour to get ready to get out of here for Ears Acres. Wasn't quite that bad, but it did, hang on, I got to get more cozy. Much better. I've had a bad back lately too. Didn't take me quite that long, but I didn't really shovel the driveway. I mean, it's been shoveled, of course. Spencer does it, and then Perpetual really wants to do it for exercise. So he's been doing it, but Perpetual's like stranded at the trailer. The famous trailer, which is his office, where his other woman lives named Isabel, who's a cat. So, yeah, I'm batching it right now, as they say. But anyhow, I backed out, which I always like to back Edna into the driveway. It's actually illegal to back out of the driveway onto a main road, so whatever. But I didn't, because I decided last night to go. I got this craving. It's because I've been watching something. I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but it's a sitcom, allegedly a sitcom from the 90s, and for some dumb reason I got into it. Actually, I know exactly why I got into it. But they're always eating ice cream and these ice cream sundaes, and let's have some ice cream. Do you kids want ice cream or whatever? And I went out at like 8:30 last night in the rain and got ingredients for ice cream sundae, like chocolate syrup. And I haven't really had ice cream lately, but I had some last night. So how did this tie into that? I have no idea how I got off onto this particular tangent. And as you know, I can't rewind. Well, whatever. The bottom line is, I'm backing into the driveway. Yeah. I couldn't back in because it was night. I can't see really well at night. My backup lights aren't like super strong on Edna. I'm itchy for some reason on my wrist. Could be filth from my body not being cleansed in about 4 days or some ridiculous nonsense. Okay, so I had to pull in front ways, and so that meant today I had to back out onto Route 6. You can't see any lines at all. There's no lines, like, you know what I'm saying, yellow lines, white lines. How could you see white in the snow anyway? On a major highway, Route 6. But I zoomed out there, and praise God, there were no oncoming vehicles of any sort. So I'm easing up the road. I have the defrost blaring full force, and my wipers going, which I always clean off. But for some reason, they had like a chunk of ice or something. I don't know, like right exactly where I had to look. The other side, the passenger side, was beautiful. It was just really insane. So I'm driving like hunched over, looking out the window. And when I turned onto the road where Ears Acres is, actually, I had to get out and kind of remove that chunk. And it still wasn't really working right. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyhow, I made it there. And, the lane across the way is where we parked. I'm wondering, am I going to be able to park there? Because, the snowplow goes by and throws things in and whatever. But I was able to park safely and make my way to the gentleman using my new sled. I'm returning Amy's, God love her, because I got my own sled, ladies and gentlemen, at Ralston's Hardware in Conneaut Lake. For those who would like a tour, you could type in my name, Lounging with Lisa, Ralston's Hardware, or something like that, because I took a tour. I took you on a tour years ago on this channel. It's the oldest, I think it's tied or close to I think it is the oldest business that's been continuously operating in the borough of Conneaut Lake. I guess it would be in the borough that it would be. Whatever. It's been there since 1888. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyhow, I got a green sled. It's like a neon green color. Same exact thing as the red, but it's green. So I can have my own sled. So I got there and I pulled the water over wildly. I kind of strap it around me like I am an actual mule or donkey pulling it along. And you know how I've been putting their halters on every day? I did not have the heart. I couldn't even find the donkeys' faces to do it. But I did put Stanley's on. I've been putting them in the halters, and then while I'm there, they're in the halters as they eat. That way they're not associating halter means blacksmith or something bad's going to happen or whatever. They're just wearing the halters more with supervision only, because you shouldn't leave equine in halters without, like, out in the pasture or whatever. It's deadly, can be. So Stanley got his on, they didn't, because I couldn't even believe first of all, I pulled up and they like to hang out at the south side of the building because they're smart. And whenever the sun's out, the heat really radiates right off that barn onto them out there. But it's like a blizzard, so there was no sun. So he's standing out there alone, covered in snow, ladies and gentlemen. You couldn't even tell what he was. It was so cute. But he made his way into the shelter. And then, like, he had an icicle hanging over it, like his eye, kind of. I got that off of him. And just a blanket of snow. You've seen them, how they look. But, I mean, it was really blanketed. So I thought, I am not going to put the halters on. I can't even find their damn faces. So the donkeys, went on with life without the halters. But I gave them some extra hay today, like loose hay. I put the hay bags out in or whatever. And then I gave them some extra because of the weather. Like, what if I can't make it down in time? Whatever. They weren't, like, plowing me over to drink water. So I think they got some because yesterday, my God, I'm just going on. Yesterday during the heat wave where it was, I think, 40 maybe or 30 something, I put a bucket out under the area, like at the south side, because we were getting a drip, and it filled the bucket. Yet the bucket was not overflowing, ladies and gentlemen, leading me to believe, since I used to watch Columbo, that they were drinking some, because if not, it'd be overflowing wildly from continuously dripping in there. Wow. So I did all the chores. The geese, my God, the one goose was, I don't know if it was Preston or General Butler, one of those two. Who can tell them apart, really? Just there's two white ones, two other ones, and two are boys, two are girls. Anyhow, was standing there with his, like, one leg up in the air because it was so cold. But I put some bedding down in that building for them, some loose hay that the animals can't really eat because it's been all over the floor and, like yucky hay, you know what I'm saying? And they have been bedding down in it, I can tell. So they do have shelter, they do have food, and they have clothing, of course, all the time. Yeah, so they were there, of course, and I did the Years Acres deal, and I gave them some more bedding, and just getting home was horrendous. It was on a wing and a prayer. I mean, you can't remember the one video, Pat Hacker left a comment that said, "Where's the road?" It was basically like that. But we have some really strong winds today, so there's drifting galore. And Edna is not a winter vehicle. She's doing really well, though. I mean, I can't believe it for age 20. But, vans aren't heavy, really, although she's a larger van. Like, she's bigger than Joel's van, Big Red. I always tease him about it. My van's bigger than your van. I haven't burst into song in ages, but I just did. So, anyhow, it's just around us. I don't know if I could even show you. Let me see if I can walk into the other room and maybe put the phone out the window or something and show you this weather. Okay, I know it's dark here. I better... Hang on. And also, I'm so depressed over Zoe and Mother, and there's still times, I'm sorry it's dark as I do this, that I think I better give Mom a call. It goes through my head quickly. Joel had an episode the other day, he told me about Zoe, because whenever we would get home, she would automatically greet us and, start yammering and want fed and stuff. We just miss her. We miss the cat. What can I say? I'm going out in my tank top. I'm going to show you. Okay, there's the healing tree. There's Edna. Mind you, she just got home. Here, I'll just kind of... There. Okay, that's Route 6. Can you even see a highway? Beyond that flag in the yard. Well, a car just went by, so that was a good clue. All right, hang on. Mars is now a total love bug, and she's kind of taken over where Zoe left off in terms of wanting fed quite a bit, so we're giving her Zoe's bisque. It's made for her age anyway. Okay, hold. Okay, I'm back. At any rate, so that's it. I just wanted to drop in and... Oh my God, I'm so terrible. What's today? Thursday. This is the last Thursday that I'll be 57. My birthday is next Wednesday, February 9th, 1964. I have no desire to even acknowledge it because of my mom and because of Zoe. And also the Mark Sobieski thing really has me depressed. And Spencer. Spencer spoke at his funeral, evidently. We went to the viewing, but Spencer went to the viewing and the funeral. And he said, like, people were asked to speak, but only like one person spoke. And he thought, he's not going to not speak if only one person. Because, I mean, Mark was kind of a pillar of the community, so to speak. I mean, he was just really a great person. And it was that was extremely rough to get through because, you know, he was like a childhood friend right through the way there. So my memories of Mark, mainly, other than we had kids, like now he was Spencer's Boy Scout leader, and they did a lot of stuff with Spencer, like after I got divorced, and you know all that, or even before, but, he, like, you know, you have memories of people at different stages of your life sometimes. He's more like young kid kind of deal, and like early teen is when I have the most, I guess, vivid memories of, you know, playing with the Sobieski kid, with Mark. So it's been just a hard time around this neighborhood, but, you know, we have good neighbors. They really do come together in a crisis, which I guess, you know, we've been having one for a while. Sometimes I'll catch the news, like, by mistake, and it's just, I can't even believe that this nonsense is still going on. I really can't. You know, the Thang stuff that I used to talk about and beg people to research and all, and I gave up on that because people are set in their ways. They're terrified of stuff, especially invisible things, if you know what I mean. Like the Thang. So on that note, I'm signing off here in delightful northwestern Pennsylvania with a cat named Bernadette on my lap. And I'm going to get back to watching this sitcom that ran from the late 80s to like the mid-90s, where they encourage people to eat ice cream. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I just remembered something. Laura, my friend Laura, sent me a lovely little birthday gift. I'm pointing to it because it's over here. She did the homemade soaps. Remember I showed you the donkey soap and all? She sent me some homemade, like, cream and stuff and soaps. They're beautiful. They're delightful. I've already thanked her. And I will show them to you another time because it's already 12 minutes and 30 seconds. This can't go on. Something like, drop your political identities. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. Remember, war is a racket. Is this something I'm leaving out? Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Logic with Lisa has me logical. Drop your political... Let's focus on issues. That's it. Then leave labels at the door. Okay, bye. Love ya.